Good morning. It is
Good morning.
May the 16th. You know what that means? It's that day, Monday.
Monday.
I know.
Again.
But it's Happy Monday because we're going to talk about refreshing the routine. And we're going to touch on a number of things in that regard in future shows. But for right now, we're going to start about talking about refreshing the routine. Things like, are your digital assets all current? Like, does everything say 2016 where it's supposed to say the year, or did you miss a post or something? Because that's important, especially in your blog and your categories and stuff. And equally important, are your social media analytics current and updated in all the pages that are supposed to count, getting counted? And the A-B testing, did you set an A-B test in motion and then forget about it? So just kind of doing a checkup, follow-up, and so forth. Then you'll have a better handle on the things that need to be seen, need to be done in terms of your social media. And we've got a graphic on the show notes. And as always, we've got the show notes available on the Cook Report. No, excuse me. Let me start over. It's the GuyRCookReport.podbean.com. I should know the name of my own show, since it's the name I've used for 64 years. You'd think I'd get that right. Anyway, have a look there. All of the links that we reference in the show today will be listed there on the show notes. And also, if you're going to look at the show notes, I'd ask you, go up to the top of the page, click on Contact, and under Contact, you'll see a link for the Guy R. Cook Report questions. Pick 5 of those 27 questions, email them back to me, and I'm going to update and add my email in there, which I noticed today. Wilbert pointed out to me in the Netherlands that I didn't have it in there. So send in the 5 questions and we'll do the interview, and you'll be part of this community even more so than you are right now. And I appreciate everybody coming in and joining us today on chat, listening on YouTube, or listening on your favorite podcast audio device. That's all the flavors, right?
That's most of them.
Okay, so important in time management is give yourself back. This is your Monday goodie, the pearl and the oyster, as it will. Give yourself back 20% of your workday. Just guard it very jealously. Say, that's my time. That's the time you dedicate and make yours. 90 minutes is only 20% of your workday. If you're working an 8-hour workday, and Lord knows we try to do that. Of course, that gets bent and stretched sometimes. We start earlier and start later. But anyway, that's what you want to do. Also in the show notes, we talked about, there's goodies in there. One of the goodies is the 6 spring cleaning tips that guy sent to me over the weekend. Said, this might be part of a future show, and by God, it is. It's really good ideas. And the 6 things, real quick: change your passwords, audit your employee permissions if you've got a company and big enough to have employees, or if you're the only employee, check your permissions. Consolidate old accounts. So if you've got like Google Plus and Twitter and Facebook and you're logging into each one of them, consolidate it all into one. Maybe Buffer might be that's how I do it. Consolidate it all into one place, so then your posts go out that are evergreen. Can happen that way. Refresh your design assets. So if you've got something that's the great big 2015 graphic, make it say 2016. I had to do that for a client just the other day. And update your social media profile descriptions. If your description in social media says, I've been at this for 10 years. Well, you've been at it for 11 now. Okay? So update those profile descriptions and freshen up your feed. If you've got a feed, like we have our feed going from Podbean that goes into iTunes, and I just found out that there's another place that scrapes from iTunes that it goes into. So it's very important that your feed is correct, that you send to iTunes. And if you've got a show, it's got to be on iTunes, okay? If your podcast isn't happening on iTunes, revisit that engine and make it set up so that it does. Okay? So happy Monday to you. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you're not part of the community already. And big shout out thanks to Eileen Smith for the YouTube tips that she gave us over the weekend. Right, Bob? And Robert Lewis was there too. He's in the chat. And now the main theme, the thank yous, We thank Edinburgh Dusters, Fraser Ramsey, the company that likes to clean is his shingle, I guess you'd say, the subtitle. The company that likes to clean also likes to make graphics. And one Thursday afternoon, Fraser, who didn't know I'd already bought this background to do a podcast, but I was dragging my feet, says, hey, I've got this graphic. We gave it a go, and now we have a show. We do it every week, Monday through Friday. Big thanks to Blab.im, and the room there on Blab.im, Friends Just Chatting. The links are in the show notes, so if you go to https://blab.im, and then look for the Friends Just Chatting logo, like you see there next to me, right over there. Every Monday through Friday, that's happening. Sometimes more than once. It's so good they did it twice today. If you're on YouTube and watching, like I said, we'd invite you to subscribe and share the show and give us more visibility. You can listen to the podcast, as you already know if you are listening. It's available on Stitcher. It's available on Spreaker, a bunch of places on the internet, the Blab profile, the Facebook's got links to the show notes now. We have our Facebook page. We've got a Twitter page. Come along and sing the song and be a part of what we're doing. So if I've forgotten anything.
I don't think so. I think you've covered everything.
This might be the day that, if I haven't forgotten anything, and Kelvin just confirmed that, go buy that lottery ticket. You know you haven't been doing that? The planets are lined up. The planets are lined up. I think today might be the day. And of course, we'll get the usual invoice off to you. If you do win and announce it, then we'll be sending you an invoice for our 10% commission for reminding you. And on that note, and to avoid being further silliness, I'm going to say those 3 magic words. And we know what they are. It's a wrap.